here for the oldest building in the NBA, but no doubt, over these decades, there's been no shortage of excitement.
Oh, when I think about Run TMC, you think about the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and then the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond.
As good as it gets. The Warriors secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Oakland. P.J. Tucker snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Westbrook. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Westbrook. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. It's Golden State basketball. Russell here against P.J. Tucker. Cauley Stein. Clint Capella. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Westbrook into the front court. Leads a bucket. Cauley Stein. Knocked loose. Rockets have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Russell into the front court. Trailing by 4. To Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden. Green always looking for the steal. Willie Cauley Stein with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Easy pass to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And the finish. Slam dunk. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Russell with it up top. They trail by 2. Draymond Green against Tucker. Cauley Stein powers it through.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden has it up the floor. 4-3. And James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Russell, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Yes, D'Angelo Russell missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Westbrook with the basketball. Leads 1. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Warriors have the basketball. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Tucker to Harden. To Westbrook. From long range. Can't get the bounce. Russell into the front court. Down a point. Curling inside. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Westbrook with it. It's a 1-point game. 13-12. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Tucker. Harden. Missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Russell with it up top. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Draymond Green. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Golden State at the controls. Russell guarded by Russell Westbrook. Rebound for Capella. To Westbrook. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Russell into the front court. His team up by 1. To Green. Shot by Russell off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Westbrook, and the rebound taken by the Warriors. Russell with it up top. Leads just a point. To Green. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook to Capella. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Russell to Green. Working hard on the glass. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Harden. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden into the front court. They're down 3. To P.J. Tucker. Russell. Screen coming. Clint Capella swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Westbrook across the timeline. Down 3. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Russell. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. D'Angelo Russell trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Rivers, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Clint Capella able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Russell into the front court. 2-point advantage. Alec Burks to Russell. Down to Green. And look out. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Capella to Gerald Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Warriors have the basketball. Russell. Here comes the screen. To Alec Burks. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, surprise. He hits it.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Rivers into the front court. Right now, down 7. To P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Tucker, defended by Draymond Green. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Burks, guarded by the former Dookie. To Russell. Green. From the painted area, won't go down. Rivers with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Gerald Green. Here comes the screen. Gerald Green sizing up Draymond Green. Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Gerald Green at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Alec Burks. Not that time.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To the basket goes Rivers, but his shot stays out. To Gerald Green. Westbrook. That's no good. Another follow. No good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Clint Capella tips it. Jay 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Lets it fly from long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Great dish to set it up. Count the bucket for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Alec Burks. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. Harden knocks it down.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Alec Burks, now a steal as the Rockets have it. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
It's James Harden once again. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Harden. That's off the side of the rim. Short. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Screen coming. Austin Rivers to Harden. Fires the 3, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Warriors basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That boy's living his best life.
Can't get past the defender. Harden. Draymond Green with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Harden. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Harden in possession. Down 5. Curling inside. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out. Burks matched up with Rivers. To Green. To Alec Burks. Fires the 3. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I say this a lot. and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
And he hits the second. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. James Harden at the controls. Going to launch beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
And the Rockets clear the board. Rivers to bring it into the front court. They trail by 2. To Harden. 4-3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Alec Burks. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Austin Rivers to Harden. Five on the shot clock. Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. Not a good shot there as he misses it. To Green. Alec Burks. Tyson Chandler pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Harden in possession. Down 4. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Alec Burks. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Draymond Green against the great shot blocker Chandler. To Alec Burks. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ah, the element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Surveys the floor. Sizing up the defense. Harden. 5 seconds to shoot. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Green. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Green. Burks guarded by Russell Westbrook. They'll get it down to Green. Could not throw it down. To Harden. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Harden. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. The free throw is good. It's back to a one-point game. Possession lies with Golden State. Alec Burks. Gets it in the right corner to Alec Burks. Green. Deep two there. Won't go. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Alec Burks. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Green. Deep right corner. Short jumper off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to shuffle things up. Russell against the former MVP. Deontay Davis sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Can't connect. To Harden. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense. Alec Burks knocked loose. Rockets come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And James Harden knocks it down from three.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Russell with it up top. Down 8. To Alec Burks. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. Hand in his face. No good for Alec Burks. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
It's Golden State basketball. To Alec Burks. Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Burks matched up with Harden. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Russell. For three, D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Westbrook. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Russell Westbrook, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Rockets will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
First half stats. Player of the half.
James Harden has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Houston takes over. Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Cephalosha at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Missed the foul shot. Russell into the front court. His guys down big. Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Warriors have the basketball. Clint Capella rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
To Russell. Rockets have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Cauley Stein to Green. Draymond Green. With that, he's 5 for 9.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's in the hands of Harden. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Russell with it up top. Down a bundle. Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen, and throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Clint Capella sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Green. Harden. Over to the right side. Willie Cauley-Stein snatching it out of the air. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Russell. Nice pass to get things going.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
To Russell. Screen coming. Russell guarded by Russell Westbrook. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
D'Angelo Russell has got two shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Westbrook. And he hits. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Russell to Green. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
D'Angelo Russell trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Around the perimeter. Harden. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Westbrook. Harden. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Fires the three. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Russell to Green. Harden into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Russell matched up with P.J. Tucker. To Green. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Golden State at the controls. Russell fights through traffic to slam it down.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Westbrook. To P.J. Tucker. Russell Westbrook, defended by Draymond Green. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
I got ball. Match up.
Russell. A pass taken away by the Rockets. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Russell Westbrook at the line for 2 shots, shooting 80% in this contest. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. To Green.
I got him. I got ball. You got him. Here we go.
To Russell. Green. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Harden to Westbrook. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
D'Angelo Russell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot from the lane won't go. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Cashes in for two.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Harden lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Capella. Clint Capella. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Burks matched up with Capella.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Austin Rivers. A couple of free throws on the way. Career mark of 64%. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Alec Burks.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy. Cut him. Cut him.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
From the painted area, won't go down. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll gather the troops and talk things over. Rockets have the steal. To Rivers. Off the assist.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rockets come up with it. With a drop step. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Green, knocked loose. Rockets have it. 4-3, off the mark. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Austin Rivers. Draymond Green. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Austin Rivers. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Burks, defended by Rivers. Green with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
From long range. Not that time. He misses. Deep three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Rockets way out in front. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the 4th quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game, shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
Warriors have the basketball. Russell to Alec Burks. Russell matched up with Rivers. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he finishes at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Alec Burks. Russell. Green to Alec Burks. Austin Rivers with a piece. The shot clock expires. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Harden to Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Big Russ, big shot, hits the three.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Russell into the front court. Down a bundle. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early.
Russell Westbrook with the slam.
We call that Beastbrook. But why are you so angry all the time, man?
Jay, he's just taking out his anger on the rim.
I feel that way every time I broadcast with you.
Russell with it up top. His guys down big. Green to Russell. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Warriors basketball. Russell to Alec Burks. To Russell. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Westbrook. And a nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Add 2 points to the board.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper is wet too?
Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Alec Burks. Has a look. Shot by Burks. No good. And he's going to the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Alec Burks. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Russ at the controls. To Harden. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. That is great vision to set it up. Russell Westbrook swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
That's me. I got ball.
Russell to Green. And the finish off the nice step through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Russell picked up by Westbrook. Baseline drive. Count it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Westbrook. To Capella. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Time for some new personnel into the game. Harden to Westbrook. Beyond the arc for three. Westbrook bothered just enough on that one. Cruises inside for two.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Thabo Cephalosha. Russell. Cauley-Stein to Green. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Russell with a shot, no good. Westbrook into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Russell. Deep right corner. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Draymond Green will go to the line to shoot 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Draymond Green at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Russell Westbrook, tough matchup with Draymond Green. To Harden. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Possession lies with Golden State. Green to Russell. Clint Capella able to recover with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell. Deep 2 there, won't go. The follow won't go either. To Westbrook. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Got it.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Russell. To Green. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Misses the first. Missed the second one as well. Russell. Willie Cauley-Stein lays it in.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
Westbrook. Here comes the screen. To Westbrook. Lets it fly from long range. And Russell Westbrook. He can turn a game in an instant. Hits the three on the quick release.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
It's Golden State basketball. Probing the defense. To Russell. Quinn Capella tips it. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Substitution being made in this one. Russell. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Rockets have the steal.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Warriors have the basketball. To Russell. Russell Westbrook with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And scores.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell, guarded by Russell Westbrook. Cauley-Stein to Russell. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Green to Russell. For three, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
To Capella. Rises for the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Westbrook, great look and vision. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Pushing inside the paint on that one. Count the basket at the rim. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets dominated this game from beginning to end. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Russell Westbrook could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
Hey, y'all, I see it.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you. I got this now. Let's go. Right, right. Hey, check up. Let's go. I got ball. That's me. I got ball. I got ball.
for him. Now for you.
It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Here's a chance from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Good. Off a spin.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Nice finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lakers at the controls right now. Goes to the left side. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Lead is 2. It's no good. Shots not going down. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics.
Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Here comes the screen. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Got him. Be up, baby. Be up.
Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
And he finishes at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here's Rondo with it. His group now down 2. Return label included.
Offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening. Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Great feed. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here comes the screen. For 3. That won't go. Had a chance, but it's no good. Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Layup goes down. Well done.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lakers ball. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Great pass to set it up. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lets it fly from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason.
My goodness. Did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Tough make through traffic.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And so many players, when they come into the paint, they come in with that soft approach. He didn't come in soft at all. He came in with aggression, and he went through the defender. Through, not around. That's key.
Rajon Rondo trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He wants this number up. 60% career free throw shooter. Great dish to set it up. Flushes it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
4-3. Oh, they could have really used that one, but the shot's no good. Los Angeles, they have it. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Passed it off. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
that time. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And a pass stolen by Boston.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Curling inside. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Rondo into the front court. Leads 3. Here comes the screen.
Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Fires the 3. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. It was right there. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. Not done yet. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one by 3. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.